Boom, boom. Skinner, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. All right, we got a little bit of Azur Lane up today. So we got quite a few things to cover. So let's go ahead and jump right into it. All right, so patch notes are up on the Facebook page if you want to go to Azur Lane Facebook page and check it out. So we've got a rerun event for Aurora Noctis. I've been waiting for this for quite some time, primarily because one of the best healer, if not the best healer, arguably the best healer, in my opinion, she was the best healer in the game. But she's still competitive. But you got to understand, Fran and you, so. But Perseus is one of the ships that you can get side of the game. I don't have Perseus. Was unable to get her. Was logged in around the time when I was just starting up last. Did not get lucky enough to build her, but I got the cubes, so I will be releasing the Kraken, as they say, to get the cubes, and we'll be building her. So the Aurora Noctis event, all right. Okay, Jamaica, Admiral Hipper, Vampire, Belfast will be gaining EXP from the sorties. Okay, as always. So you want to use them, you can get them up to levels, and you can use them in the maps. This is a standard event, nothing different about this whatsoever. It's a rerun event. You're going to have a lot of the ships, Howe's in there. Perseus is in there. There's a few other ships in there. Icarus is in there, I believe. Valiant is in there. So there's some ships that you might not have. But I the first time around, I didn't really get to do much on the event. So there's a few ships in there that I'm a little bit lacking, especially Perseus, which was the main one. But I do have Howe and a few of the others. So it won't be too bad in that case. But I'll be getting those remaining ships. All right. So what we got to look for now. So that's going to be coming up. We're also having a rerun on the actual Little Royal Knight rerun, which used Little Renown. If you don't have her, you'll get her when you log on. Once you get to the maximum trust, I think it's 1,000 trust points, you get the ship. The ship they're going to give you when you start the event is not the ship you will keep. This is just a ship that you can use through the event to get 2 times trust, okay? But you have to get to 1,000 to keep her. If you don't, you won't get a copy of Little Renown. So it's important that, because when the event ends, she goes bye-bye, the one that you're using. And if you do hit the trust, you'll be able to get a real copy of her. So just make sure that it's a rerun, so I already have her, so that's not that big a deal. Okay, but here's one of the things I want to also have in this rapid training campaign. So during the campaign, log in to obtain skill books and 20 wisdom cubes. Each day during the campaign, you'll be able to finish 10 classes immediately when using skill books at the time. So that is amazing. Amazing. Okay, so you definitely, it's going on until 5/4. So if you're going to get your hands on Perseus and a few other, you'll be able to max out her skills in just a couple of days. Plus all your other UR ships, you want to go through all of them, make sure they're all leveled up, and this is the time to do it. So definitely want to make sure that you log on for this rapid training campaign. I don't think this is I think this is the first time it's happened. I don't recall ever having this before, so it's a really good thing. So that's what we're going to do. So Aurora Noctis, it's coming tomorrow evening. Will be the update, so you'll be seeing it. So here's what we got. So here's the ships. Okay, Perseus. Okay, you definitely want to get her. I've already got Howe. I've got Hermione, and I'm pretty sure I've got Eagle and Icarus. I'll have to check my ships here, but yeah, I know I've got Howe and a few others. So you want to get those. So we'll be seeing a new ship most likely inside of the event. They usually on the rerun events, the large-scale rerun events, they usually enter a new ship or two. So we'll have to see what that is at this point. But still, Perseus is going to be what you're looking for in terms of getting her, because she does heal for a massive amount, as we'll take a look at her things. So basically everything is the same in terms of that, okay? So let's take a look at Perseus. And we'll see why she's considered to be one of the best of the ship, not just because of the design, basically. Okay, so we got Mercury's Teleria. This ship starts the battle with 2 airstrikes preloaded, but the loading time of its airstrikes is increased by 90%. Just see when this ship launches an airstrike, heals all ships in your vanguard for 7%. That's a lot. And your main fleet for 3.5%. So she's really front line and back line of their respective max hit points, okay? Then we've got Athena's Catapult, okay? Every 12 seconds after the start launches a randomly chosen airstrike consisting of Sea Hornets, Avengers, or Fireflies. Damage is based on the skill level. And then finally we got the Waters of Styx. Increases this ship's max airstrike capacity to 3 and restores 1% hit point to all ships in the same fleet as this ship once every 40 seconds. If you once you level it up, it's every 20 seconds. 20 seconds after this fleet ship is not in starts the battle, it heals that fleet's vanguard for 3% hit points. Okay, so you got to understand that makes her pretty good for healing for PvE, and also in Operation Siren, the cross fleet healing effect is halved. Total war effect does not negate the max airstrike capacity, so you still get the buff for the airstrike, just not the actual only half of the cross fleet healing. So she's an excellent ship to use inside of Operation Siren as well. So you see she's an excellent ship. So definitely what you want to look for in terms of that, because her healing was probably, this is a rerun of it, so she was out some time ago. But we've got San Francisco and we've got you since though, and those are targeted healers. So they're very, 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 very good. Okay, on par or better than Perseus. But if you're new to the game and you don't have San Francisco and you don't have, then this is definitely the best thing. Unicorn is comparable to her. Unicorn does a little bit more damage, but Perseus does a little bit more in terms of healing. So it depends. It just got to depend on what you're looking for. As for that, Howe is an excellent ship as well. I used Howe quite frequently. I've got her actually maxed out. Okay. Every 35 seconds after the battle, fires a level 10 barrage and increases the reload accuracy of all BBs, BCs in your main fleet by 10%. So you can actually put her in inside of a backline inside of Operation Siren when you've got all BBs, BCs, and BBBs, and you can get a 20% accuracy from that. So that's very good. So in Operation Siren you have a lot of issues where certain sorties, the boss ship has an immunity or a heavy resistance to either aviation or shelling. So you need to focus. So you got to have a couple of fleets. I have it. I put half fleets with shelling, half fleets with aviation, and that's what I use. And then based on whatever I'm going for in that ship is what I use in terms of to go up against it. So this makes her extremely good for a team inside Operation Siren. And then when entering combat, so it increases own firepower and reload stats by 12% until the end of the battle. Okay. And here's where we get the thing where you compare her, makes her a good synergy inside of a Royal Navy fleet, because she is a Royal Navy ship, and that's the Covenant of the Immortal Knights. If sorted with another King George class ship, Monarch Royal PR ship. You should have Monarch should be your first PR ship. She does a ton of damage and she's very easy to get. Or any two other Royal Navy ships, not counting herself. It increases own firepower and anti-air stats by additional 12% until the end of the battle. So she's a very good ship. Okay, so she has multiple use. She also has a good synergy, and she's a King George class ship. So there's several others that you can use, including King George. So that's what you want to look for in Howe. So definitely something you want to look at as well. So those are the two main ones that you want to go for. Okay. Now these are both construction ships, so you have to build them. The actual event shop contains Hermione, so you should easily have her. And I know I have Icarus because Icarus was got through the point accumulation. So you're going to have to build Valiant, Eagle, Perseus, and Howe, and we're probably going to see another new ship added. So we'll have to see what that is. Okay, so that's the Aurora Noctis of it that's coming up. So definitely want to look to it. Okay, so it's a standard event. The first 7 days we'll have the 4 ships, which I've mentioned in the previous one. I think Jamaica. So these are the characters in here. Okay. Okay, and Hermione is Exchange and Shop. Icarus is not. Okay, so I don't see any new ship, but I think we'll probably get one. If we don't, we don't. No big deal. But the ships that you want to look for in the EX stages are Jamaica, Admiral Hipper, Vampire, and Belfast. So those are the ships that you might want to focus on in terms of that for the event. Getting into the running. So let's take a look here. Let's see what ships I've got, what ships I don't have here. Let's move my thing onto here. So let's open up a dock, Royal Navy. So let's see what I got here. So okay, there's Howe. As you can see, like I said, I've almost got her fully maxed out. She's an excellent ship. So you definitely want to focus on her to get her. So let's see what else ones I have. Okay, I just got Jamaica recently, so I got that was pretty good. There's Little Renown. Little Renown is the one you're going to be using for the event. Like I said, I think you have to get to 1,000 PT points in and you acquire her for permanent. The one that they give you is not a permanent ship. It will only last until the event, then it disappears. So you want to make sure that you are able to acquire her, more for permanent if you're going to be utilizing her. So as you can see, there's a lot of ships in here. I've got some and I don't have some is what it amounts to, but I don't have Perseus. I was really, so I definitely wanted to get my hands on her. So I'm going to be throwing quite a bit of cubes at it. There's Hermione. You should be able to easily get her as she's in the shop. Okay. And Icarus was in the shop. Icarus was in the actual points event, so you shouldn't have any trouble getting her as well either. But as you can see, there's a lot of Navy ships. We haven't really got much in terms of the Navy, Royal Navy ships in quite some time, actually. It's been a while since they've thrown anything our way in terms of that. But we expect the next UR ship to come out is probably going to be something inside of the Royal Navy. Because if you look at it, the Royal Navy really does not have, except for Warspite, they don't have a, they don't have a UR ship. Warspite's an SSR ship, but if you do her retrofit, she becomes UR class. So we're hoping to get something. We're hoping to get a retrofit. We're also hoping to get something for Queen Elizabeth as well, a retrofit or something. So we'll have to see exactly what happens. It's really weird having a flagship as an epic ship. I don't think any other. They're always an SSR ship, or in most cases UR ships. So we'll have to see exactly what's up with that. Hopefully something will change. But yeah, so that's going to be up. Go ahead and get ready for that. Make sure you do log on for the event, guys, because being able to do 10 training classes a day immediately, that's going to enable you. That's 210 classes that you'll be able to get just in the space of 10 days. That's far, 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 far more that you can get otherwise, because the books, cost a certain time to actually run those inside of the tactical class. So these books right here. So you'll be able to do these instantly. Okay. So make sure that you get in there and take up all your skill books, max them out. As I'm sure you know, you can craft the skill books. You can take your rare books, go into your depot, click on your rare books, and your craft them up to epic, and then craft all your epic up to the gold skill books, SSR skill books. That's what you want to be using for the event, and you'll be able to level up a bunch of ships. So 210 classes in the space of 10 days is pretty good, and be able to get caught up. I'm just going to start focusing already here on the top in my UR ships, and I'm just going to start running down with them. Okay. I'm just gonna run right through them. Pretty much all of these are 10. I've got pretty much all my 120 and 125s at 10, but there's a few that I don't, and the few that are in the process. So I'll be focusing. I'll start on the top and I'll just work my way down, and I'll 10 out everybody, get all their skills, max out all their skills up to 10, and so forth. And we'll see, see how many I can get done. But this should definitely get me all caught up. But you just make sure that you do have to log on, because if you don't log on, you don't get any of the benefits from doing it. So I think this is the first time they've had that. I don't recall them having anything like that before. So this will be the first time for me as well too. But we'll have to see exactly what it's got, and we'll try to participate as much as we can and get as much as we can done. All right. So that's all I got. So yeah. Updates coming out on the 14th, so update should be up tomorrow. All right, so thanks a lot for watching. Remember to subscribe. Once you subscribe, to see the bell, click on it. You get notified each time I drop a video. Also remember to like and share the video, as that helps the channel immensely. Kinder coming at you from the corner, signing out.